So thank you for joining me today here in Fredericton, Kate. And so have you always lived in the area, or?
Yeah, I'm from New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Actually, I was born about an hour away, but I've lived in Fredericton for most of my life.
Oh, amazing! Yeah. And is there a big Scottish community in the area? Would you say?
Like decent. We have a pipe band and we have Robbie Burns Day celebrations, so there's a decent presence.
Yeah. And how was it that you first got involved in Highland dancing then?
My mother had a work conference when I was 4 or 5 years old, and there was Highland dancers performing at a banquet. And when I saw them performing, I wanted to join.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Oh, there you go. And so you are one of the instructors at the Nicole School of Highland Dance. So how did you first become part of the school?
Well, I first joined the school as a student, probably 6 years ago.
Okay.
I was looking to get some extra lessons from Nicole, and then the school that I was a part of at the time closed, so then Nicole became my full-time teacher.
Okay.
And then when I got my teaching certification, I joined her team of instructors.
Oh, awesome. And how did Nicole start that school then?
It started in her grandma's basement,
Oh.
just teaching private lessons
Yeah.
to people who reached out to her for them. And then when that previous school that we had all been a part of closed, the teacher retired, Nicole took on all those students and turned it into more of a design thing.
Oh, okay, cool. And so you're the studio manager there, and so what does that role involve then?
It's kind of just doing everything.
Yeah, okay.
Because, I mean, running a dance studio is a lot of work.
I can imagine, yeah.
And Nicole has a million other projects on the go, and she is a full-time engineer. So
Oh, okay.
I kind of just do whatever needs to be done.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been working on getting our website set up because we just got a new website. So a lot of social media stuff, website things, working with parents,
Yeah.
pretty much anything.
Yeah, and what sort of age range does the school cover then?
For Highland classes, we start around 2 or 3.
Oh wow, okay.
And-
super young.
Yeah, and we go all the way up to adult classes.
Okay,
So
yeah.
really any age.
Yeah, so a real mixture there. And it's like entry level and
Yeah.
advanced, everything in
Yeah,
between.
we try to have a good mix of starting young as a
Yeah.
beginner, or even starting as an adult as a beginner.
Yeah.
Getting everyone into the right class where they need to be.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. And so, as well as that, though, you are also the secretary of ScotDance New Brunswick, which is the provincial affiliate of ScotDance Canada. So, it sounds like a really great way to bring sort of the Highland dance community together. So, can you tell me a bit more about all of that?
Yeah, so ScotDance Canada sort of organizes all of the dance professionals in the country and organizes things like the regulations of the Highland dance world. And then each province has their affiliate. Ours is ScotDance Brunswick. So all of our teachers in the province are members,
Right.
and we deal with things like organizing competitions,
Yeah.
dealing with bylaws, making sure that everything is organized so
Yeah.
that everything can happen.
And is that how all like the instructors are accredited then, or?
Yeah, so once you've received your certification after you take your exam, and that's from the Scottish Dance Teachers Alliance,
Okay.
then you would register with ScotDance Canada and ScotDance New Brunswick.
Okay, that's cool. And you said that there's like all the competitions are organised and run through that. So are they all over Canada then, or?
Yeah, so the provincial affiliates are they just make sure all of the competitions are up to code and everything.
Okay.
Most competitions are run through dance schools or like local dance associations. And the role of the provincial affiliates in that is just to make sure everything's organized. But yeah, dance competitions happen pretty much wherever there are dancers.
Yeah, well, I saw that the big kind of national Scot dance competition is in Nova Scotia next year.
Yes.
So is that like the main event that everyone's kind of aiming for.
Yeah. So every year there's the ScotDance Canada Championship Series, which travels around. It was in New Brunswick in 2019 in Moncton, and so there is held the Canadian Championship. And prior to that, each province holds their provincial championships to form sort of a provincial representative team that will go and dance in the Canadian championships and try to win.
Oh, that's really cool. So, kind of like the provinces are, as well as individuals, there's like provinces against each other, kind of?
Well, it's all individuals against each other, but provinces can only send 3 dancers in each age group.
Okay,
So they have to compete to form a team of individuals.
So a bit of rivalry there between each area. And so what is your favourite thing about Highland dancing?
I would say just the community. Everyone's really tight-knit. I mean, I've made so many great friendships that I know I'll have for life, and I mean, obviously I have a passion for it. I do it for my job as well. So I just love the community it forms, and I would say that it's definitely just influenced me positively as a person. I see myself as organized and like determined because of my experience.
Well, that's good skills to learn. And do you have a favourite dance in particular then?
With the traditional dances, I usually prefer nationals. So those are the ones not just dance in the kilts, dance in the Hawaiian outfit. I like the blue bonnets, that's probably my favorite. But I would say outside of the traditional dances, I love any choreography. So those are the ones that we make up on our own, and I love doing those ones.
So do you sometimes kind of incorporate more modern styles of dancing with the Highland dancing?
So the outlet where I most often do choreographies is with Shanty dancers. It's a performance troupe that I've been a part of since the start in 2017. We make up all of our own choreography, and we try to incorporate some Celtic step dance, and then some more modern songs, like East Coast music, because everyone around here loves that. We try to modernize it.
Well, that's cool. Well, it's always nice to keep the tradition, but also like make sure that new generations are going to be interested in it as well. And so, do you have a favourite like Highland games or event that you're able to travel to as part of your Highland dance career?
I do love the ScotDance Canada series.
You look forward to that every year.
I didn't get to go this year, but I'm really looking forward to next year, especially because it's in the Maritimes. As for Highland Games, I have to be partial to the New Brunswick Highland Games.
Well, that would make sense.
It just feels like, I mean, I've been going there since I was a kid. I've never missed one. It feels like home. Oh,
that's really nice that you enjoy your local games. So, and where else have you travelled then as a dancer? Anywhere exotic?
I wouldn't call it exotic, but I'd say the coolest place I've gone is in 2016. I went to Disney World with the Echoes of New Brunswick dancers, and we performed in Disney World, and
that's very cool.
It was very cool. And then I'd say somewhere really interesting that I'd love going is to the Loon Mountain Highland Games in New Hampshire. It's on a ski resort. It's so beautiful.
Well, our team from Albany are going to be heading there in a few weeks, so they're looking forward to it. And that's a really large games in the northeast, isn't it? So
super nice.
And so, what does dancing culture what does the dancing culture and sort of world of Highland dance mean to you then?
I mean, it's hard to describe because my life is Highland dance culture. I'm just so in it all the time. I mean, it means a lot to me to be a part of that community. Even though, I mean, in New Brunswick, our dance community is smaller than in other provinces or in other countries, but it's tight-knit, and I love being part of it, and I love being an instructor as well, working with new dancers or dancers as they try to become competitive or anything. I love just spreading it around the community.
Oh, that's really cool. And so what advice would you give to someone who wants to kind of start out in Highland dancing?
I would say, that it's never too late.
Okay.
We have adults come in as complete beginners who've never done any style of dance before, and they pick it up and have a lot of fun. So never think that you're too old to do it.
That's good to know.
Yes. And for younger people, I would say stay focused, stay determined. It takes a lot of practice, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Some of the moves I'm just like, how is this possible? So yeah, it's very impressive. Yeah. And so, what tartan is it that you wear when you're dancing then? Do you have a favourite or a few different ones that you've worn over the years?
My kilt now is royal dress blue McKellar.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not the Canadian version. It has the purple line instead of the pink line.
Oh, okay.
And then my Hawaiian tartan is red dress Scott.
Okay.
And I love both of those. When I was a kid, I wore dress purple McKellar.
Okay.
And even though I love my kilt now, I still kind of miss that one.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
really beautiful.
Yeah. Purple's my favourite colour, so it sounds good to me.
Yes.
And do you have any sort of Scottish heritage through your family then? Or?
Actually, yeah. My grandmother on my father's side comes from like a family of some of the first immigrants from Scotland into PEI. And then also there's something on my mom's side as well, but I'm not really sure about that one as much. So yeah, my grandmother's side, I'm a Sinclair.
Okay, so have you ever worn a Sinclair when you've been competing? No? You're not as keen on that tartan then, or just...
I have the brooch with the symbol.
Like the clan crest?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's about as far as I've
Okay, yeah. And so other than dancing then, have you celebrated other aspects of Scottish culture when you've been at Highland Games or anything like that?
Just like anyone else, I love watching like the heavyweights.
Oh yeah.
And I do love a good Kaylee.
Okay, yeah, me too. Yeah, I was going to say a very different form of traditional Scottish dance, but yeah, still a lot of fun. So, do you think any of the skills from Highland dance make you a better Kaylee dancer, or not really at all?
I don't. Maybe not.
No.
Maybe just following patterns.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, well, I feel like sometimes you go to a Kaylee and it's very formal, whereas most of the time back home there's a lot of alcohol and it's a lot freer. So yeah, it's definitely a good one for anyone who doesn't naturally have that dance ability, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to. Well, when I was a kid, we used to have some more formal ones as like Robbie Burns evenings.
Yeah.
But the ones I've been to these days have been more on the alcohol flowing side.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they both have their place. Yes. So, yeah. And so Nicole, who is obviously the founder of the dance school that you work for, is actually over in Scotland as we speak. So have you ever made it to Scotland yourself? No? Oh, okay.
I wish.
Still on the list then.
Yes, hopefully next summer.
Okay, yeah. Where is like on your bucket list of things to see or places to go?
I would love to perform in the Edinburgh Military Tattoo.
Oh, that'd be very cool.
Yeah, I would love to do that once I have a free summer.
Yes, yeah, I was going to say that's a lot of time to dedicate. Yeah. Well, and I know there were dancers over at the World Championships in Hill recently as well.
Yeah.
Weren't there? So yeah, another big event on the Highland dance scene.
Yes.
So
I don't know if I would compete, but I would love to watch it at least.
Okay. Well, maybe go and watch one year and then look to compete in the future.
Maybe.
So yeah. Did you do many competitions then as a child? Like, did that take you all over the place?
Yeah, I definitely remember as a kid it was definitely once a month or twice a month, traveling around the province, around Nova Scotia too, or Ontario. competitions were definitely a big part of my childhood.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining me and kind of telling me more about the Highland dance community here. It's been great to find out. So,
Thanks for having me.
no problem. I'm glad to know that there might be a chance for me to become a Highland dancer still.
Sign up. We have virtual classes.
Oh, okay, there we go. So anyone that's not here in Fredericton, you can come and join along too. So, yeah, perfect.